Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Valtopia. Hey, honey, it's Valcrypse. It's time for your daily dose of Valtopia. Well, I don't know if it's daily, but pretty much daily dose of Valtopia. I'm Valcrypse. I'm an artist. I'm your cosmic shamama queen, energy guide, mindset mentor, change your life person. I'm here to shift your life with you. I work with incredibly powerful, visionary, creative leaders, entrepreneurs, messengers, people who are high achieving, bold, ambitious creators. I work with you because many of us have been through incredible life experiences in this life and past lives. Hi, Dee Maria. And each level of access we have to deeper levels of ourself can be hard, it can be difficult, it can be challenging, it's amazing. And we invest in someone to take us through that process to get to deeper levels of ourselves. And I'm that person. I'm that person you call when you have this creative and spiritual magic and you have a smoothly running business and you're like, I need to be all of me in my business. I want to bring this gift and this part of myself into my life and my business. I'm not going anywhere until I do this. Hi, Joanne. This is what I do. And I've got some more insight today for you. Every day is a new level of insight for myself and for us, right? And today I'm going to talk about what did I title this? Let me remember what I titled this, and I need to share it. I always right. Your gifts and your trauma healed our money. And I want to talk to you about this because I talk about it so many different ways, but it just became so much more clear to me today. When those of us who our gift is to help you integrate your gift into your business, stand up and rise up, and we have the ability to see and intuit where you're getting stuck, those are our blind spots. We need support with these blind spots because there are traumas and our wounds, and they will keep us from going and fixing them because they will try to stay the way they are. Our mind will be scared to go in there and do that. So if you've ever had the experience where you feel uncoachable, or you've paid a lot of money to go through an experience and you didn't get the financial results that other people do, even though you showed up and you're amazing and you have these incredible gifts and you're bringing them, but you're not coming into that manifestation the way that you intended fully, there's a good chance that you have some really deep wounding and trauma stored in your DNA and your body, your mind, and your being. And when you unlock and integrate those parts of you, guess what? Stuff that you wouldn't do before that's actually going to open up not only your sense of self and connection to yourself and your feeling about what you desire to do, all that gets so much more embodied and strengthened within you. Hi, Charlotte. And when you come at it that way, you'll feel so much more empowered to ask what you deserve and require to do the amazing work that you do. And you will do it, and you will call in those that are aligned to it, and they will pay with glee because you're actually bringing their medicine. Do you feel me? Each of us is full of magic medicine for our people. And when we don't get past our trauma and fear around expressing that medicine to others, we don't get to have the kind of level of success that we're actually really working hard to bring about. Do you see the little loop that can happen there, the trauma loop? So let me share this around. This is really, really powerful, and I'm going to try to let you see it from another angle today, the way I'm seeing it, because this is the work that we need to be doing. Hi, Charlotte. How are you? So let me just make a watch party on my page here, and we'll get going. Start a watch party to my page. And if you haven't joined us in Valtopia, my free group, come on in. We join new people every day. I'm thinking up some amazing event to do in there soon, really soon, like way soon, honey. It's gonna have to do with the witchy wounds and clearing this stuff because it needs to come up. Because what's happening is we're having these wounding, we're having these limitations, and we're not even seeing it because it's so deeply buried within us. Hi, Sylvia, how are you? So let me share this to my page and then my free Facebook group, Valtopia. If you want to join, make sure you answer the questions so I get to know you a little better. Start a watch party and put that in Valtopia, and then we're going to get started. Hey. How you guys doing in the full moon? I've got my cards after we do this delivery of this powerful message today. I'm going to do a little group collective reading for the full moon. So feel free to share so everybody gets their Valtopia message today. And let me see who's on the live thing here. Okay. Hi, Virginie. So let me try to explain this in a way that really touches you so you feel the value of doing this work. Because I think for many people, first of all, you don't even realize that this is what's holding you back. You know, you might have done other work and you might have grown in a way to allow yourself to align to higher levels of you. But you might not even know that this is keeping you, like you know in a sense, like there's something pulling you and you've wanted to do the thing. But your perceptions and your beliefs and your wounding is actually limiting you from viewing the expanse of how powerful integrating this part of yourself into your life and business would be. The fear and the limitation is bigger in your own awareness than the truth of that fear. And releasing and moving through that fear would allow parts of you to come together. And when you work with someone that can actually illuminate to you your gifts and see the bigger picture beyond your wounding, but then actually help you heal the PTSD and the pain from that wounding, that is when you have the kind of quantum shift where you're actually living the dream that you've been called to. That is when those wounds no longer call in and keep recreating the pattern of disappointment and sabotage that you've been experiencing every time you've tried to go up past those upper limits. Those subconscious moments and parts and pieces of you that are like, you're not allowed to do that, or that's too big, or nobody's gonna like that, or nobody cares about that part of you. And really, that's the part of you that when you open it up is the thing that just really broadcasts your beautiful, hi Deanna, your beautiful signal to everyone that you're actually been so wanting to call in all along. And you bring your mind on board, your ego mind on board, when you feel the strength of that creativity. It's something you've known all along, but now you're working with somebody, me, hi Elizabeth, that can guide you through this, like your ego mind understanding. No, indeed, all those perceptions, beliefs, and concepts about this being irrelevant or not being important or being bad for you isn't true. Now, really, what do we have here? Then you get to, hey Keisha, then you really get to bring that part of you into the mix and have a completely different experience than you've had before. When you go to share your gift now that maybe in the past you tried but you got shot down or it didn't work out, or you were operating from that other paradigm of yourself, and that's why you weren't getting the results that you so desire, and you began to believe a story that you're not allowed to have that. You're not allowed to combine your creativity with your business. For example, I've combined my artwork with my energy healing. Both are two things that I had never done before for anybody. Okay, and I'm making a living this way now. And not only am I making a living, I'm living a beautiful life purpose. I'm in my purpose. And my business takes off when I work with people who actually understand my gift and highlight to me where I'm blinding myself with my own wounding and limitation. And that stuff runs deep, and some of us are rebellious and feisty and can be uncoachable because the wound is so deep that we're like fucking cactus. We're like, back the fuck off. Nobody touches my wound, right? You feel me on this? And all the other parts of you are just strength and courage and power and magic. But those little deep, wounded, hard parts of you that you actually really do need to address and love on and integrate, bring in part of you that you think are just, okay, nobody can see that. Those are the parts of you that are actually going to let you finally get past those points where you always get to and you have to turn back, or you loop back around, or you never get past up and over. Because those are the parts of you, that need to be most addressed. The ones that are most guarded, like your heart, your throat that's tight, your deep creativity within you that's calling you to speak to her, him, to listen, to connect in with and integrate. If you don't get the right kind of guide that's going to honor and appreciate that, you do not need another business strategy. You do not need another systems. Not if you're watching me and we're doing this right here. No. All of that's going to come after you've integrated the parts of you that you've been denying, ignoring, or too afraid to touch with a 10-foot pole. You're going to bring those in, and everything aligns from there. and that confidence that you now feel in those parts of you that were maybe causing shame, guilt, fear, repression, denial, and that you've been spending all this energy acting like aren't there. That's like a whole fuck ton of energy that's now devoted to creating what you believe in now. Now you fully believe in yourself. Now your perception of your self-worth is completely different. The number one thing that happens when people work with me is confidence and certainty in yourself. That trust got broken. That trust got broken because your deepest value of yourself wasn't valued by those outside of you. And you want to please the people around you, and you want to fit in because it's survival. But the truth is it's time to go beyond for survival, and it's time to thrive, and you have the key to the thriving. And it's not going to come out when you're taking a group program with somebody else's journal prompts where you're left to your own devices. You're just going to roll around in circles on your back going, help me! Somebody fucking help me out of my wounding. Let me answer this journal prompt that I can't fucking access because I'm so freaked out. What are you going to do? You're going to hire somebody that's going to take you and walk you through the places where there's an electric fence about your understanding about yourself. And I'm telling you, that's pots of gold for your growth. The parts of you that look at me and go, I wish I could be like Val and do that thing. That's me having the courage to invest in someone and take me through that electric fence. Because trust you me, I have some gnarly electric fences keeping me from my magic. The more powerful and gifted you are, the more electric fences in your mind you're going to have. Because your power and your potential to create a lot is huge. And you know it. You know it. And you're keeping it at bay by playing safe, by not investing in the kind of person that's actually saying, yeah, we're going in there. We're going into that place. You're going to be safe, and you're going to bring it forward and integrate it into a much more holistic version of yourself, minus the personas, the identities, and the perceptions and the beliefs that have been keeping you stuck exactly where you've been for a long-ass time, and you're done. We're done with that, okay? And I'm telling you, January is eclipse season. And it's all this weather that we felt in 2019 that's been illuminating your inner child and your deepest, darkest fears and your discomfort. That stuff's going to be amping up in the coming weeks. And it's a gift if you're working with someone who will let you bring that up to the surface with the cosmic weather, and let's look at it in courage and know that we're making it through each one on the other side. We're not going backwards. Let's take this energy and ramp it up more and more by actually facing what's there and regenerating it with the most incredible, powerful modes of alchemy. And what does this mean for your business? It means that you're no longer hiding and waiting and putting off and reverting to behaviors, patterns, clients, experiences that haven't been serving you. And you're having a completely different experience now, where you're actually tapping into your greatest strengths, your vision, your genius, your creativity, your connection to your soul fire, and you know it. You speak it, you breathe it, you be it, and you bring it in. That's what we're doing. And that means more aligned clients, those who aren't aligned to the new energy of you, are going to fall away. You know, when you release a lot of that victim wounding that you're still resonating within yourself and those fears, when you clear that shit, that no longer broadcasts out to people, hey, we're still in victim mode and these parts of us, come along, let's join the party. No. Now you're broadcasting a holistic stream of you that just speaks to your people. You're clear, you glow. My clients, my future clients, they glow up for me. Some of you have been glowing up for me for several years, and I'm talking to you right now because I'm working with someone who lets me see those wounded parts of me that other coaches I haven't let them in. I haven't fucking let them in. I was scared and I was like, we're not going in there. And I did all the other things that led me to be able to get to the point I am now. And my current guide is amazing at seeing the parts of me that, and taking me through with confidence and clarity and a precise method to work through those places where before I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And now I'm able to speak clearly, and I'm looking at clients before that glowed for me, but I didn't quite know how to go through some of my own shit that was difficult for me. Now I'm able to do that work and connect with those I'm meant to serve, and they're able to say yes or no, and here we go. It's a whole different ballgame. I want the same for you. right? How's this message coming through for you guys? Let me see if there's anything on the... Hi, Deanna. All right. So with that message in mind, I've been sharing it every day. I've got this incredible experience. It's the 5K 6-week glow up activation. You have a 90-minute intensive in the beginning where we totally, hi Virginia, where we totally address all of this incredibly painful wounding and trauma that many of us have. If you're fiery enough to want to create a freedom business and you've been blessed with all these gifts, there's a good chance your life experience has shaped you to be that way. It's part of our choice when we're born to come in and be this life that we are. Don't just live in that space. Take the lessons you've been gifted and bring them through to fruition by taking the next level and getting this 90-minute activation that will clear and regenerate the parts of you that are still wounded, that are still holding on to the past. And now then for 6 weeks, we have a daily recalibration that's aligned to you. This is a one-to-one program. So, for example, I'm talking to someone who wants to combine their creative gifts with their business that they do, their talents as an artist with their businessy business that they do. And it makes so much sense, but they haven't been able to figure out how to do it. This activate, like, let's say there's something for you, you sing and you wish you would always incorporate your singing in your business, but you've got the terrible witchy wounds and you can't imagine being able to do that, or your church background just won't even let you share your oracle cards that you love to do and your clients love, or whatever it is, that's gone in that first session. Then your monkey mind and your people around you might still be fucking with you. For 6 weeks, we really, really recalibrate daily to that new level of you that is cool with this change, that's brilliant with this change, that's plugged into your own genius, and that's bringing it through. And we implement it in your life, in your business, in your daily habits, in your nourishment, everything about it. And what does that do for you? It means it sticks. It means your mind doesn't go back to the way it was before. Your body and being start to glow. You start to speak the message that you truly want to share. You actually connect with the people you want to, and you follow through, which means you book those sales with the people you've been dying to work with. And you also get streamlined with new ideas that you didn't do before, because now you're able to be yourself. You have a huge, much more amount of time, because now you're getting clearly to the point daily in what you're doing, so it's more efficient. And you're probably going to have, most of my clients report better relationships with their clients. A lot of people quit, whatever they've been addicted to, or, bad habits get released and all kinds of things. So this is what is on offer today. If you get through the application, go through the application on Valtopia.com, Valtopia.com. Sign up. And if we're aligned, I'm going to reach out to you. And if I think that one of my other programs is better for you, I'm going to share that with you too, okay? I'm clearing some energy right now. So who's ready for a collective full moon reading right now? I see Keisha, and I think, is that Joanna that's still here? Who's still here? Let's do the collective full moon read. And feel free to share this where it will be appreciated. I'm looking at myself on video and I'm like, oh, I didn't make myself go smooth. Right? All right, what do we have here? Let me reshuffle these while I'm thinking about it. And see what comes through. Ooh, I see that. I'm feeling a lot of energy in the throat and chest and stuff. Hi, Kishipra. Whoa. Oh, yes. Yes. All right, so we have the goals card. What are your goals? I'm sure everybody's all freaked out about what they're coming in for 2020 and the turn of the year and the end of the decade and all that, right? We've got a lot of focus on our goals. How are you going to bring your goals through? What are your goals? How are you bringing all of you to the table? How are you clearing the limitations that have been coming up for you? And how are you integrating all of you into what you're designing? Well, for me, it's a lot of this. Hierophant. This is when you spend time alone in meditation, connected to your spirit guides, and figuring out what's inside of you, not what's outside of you, and clearing out the difference between what is outside of you versus what is inside. It's so important for us to begin to discern our energy versus others in a very powerful way, and to find the answers within and look for the validation from ourselves, not from outside of ourselves, right? And that's what I love about my work, is that I'm not setting you up to be hooked on me. I'm setting you up to go off and do what you need to do for yourself, to find your own wisdom within time and time again. It's like a forever thing. This is the Knight of Wands. I believe this is the impervious clown. This is, you can't care what other people think when you get into this level. You can't be worrying about getting the approval of others when you bring it through a revolutionary status quo shifting medicine, cosmic medicine. So if there's some limitation that keeps you from standing up and sharing the magic of you, and you've been guided to, clear that. Clear it. Shift it. This is frustration. You are going to be so frustrated if you don't allow yourself to integrate into who you are. Especially with this full moon and the next coming cosmic weather, you will be guided to integrate. The parts of you that are suppressed and squashed and hidden, the masks, they're going to come off everywhere. And it's going to be pretty fiery. You're going to be seeing things happening and you're just going to be like, holy crap. I mean, look at what's happening in the government stuff, So your frustration is resolved with love. Love for yourself, love for others, love for your true, authentic soul self, right? What are you thinking about? What are you feeling? When you have something that disappoints you, are you mulling over the disappointment and continually sending out that energy? Or are you looking at why that came up for you, what it means, and what you're going to allow instead, and focusing on what you're allowing instead? That work can be really challenging if you haven't been living that way. And even if you have been, there's always more work to do to keep yourself in alignment with that level of vibration you want to be, the person that you desire to be, that is love, that just responds to almost everything in life with curiosity and delight and bliss and cash infusions, baby. Right? So if you're looking for a cash infusion in your business, if you're looking to combine something so deep and special and cosmic and beautiful about yourself, and you know that's the answer and you haven't figured out how to do it, or if you keep getting stuck at a certain point in your business where you know that you have these traumas and wounds that are holding you back, and you want to know how to not only clear and regenerate that part of yourself, but incorporate and embody that next level version of you solidly, with support, in support, and a guaranteed in the sense that you've got that level of accountability and focus day to day, go sign up on Valtopia.com, okay? Let me make sure I'm not missing any comments. Thank you, everybody. Happy full moon. Let's pull a question card, and then I'm going to go. Let's see. Yes, why am I alive? Joanna's looking forward to it all. Why am I alive? That's an excellent question. I believe we're all here for a beautiful, deep, and powerful purpose. And that those inklings and drives that you have to bring you into your life and business, that's not just a wish or a dream. That's your passion and purpose calling you. How do I feel when I know I'm innocent, right? We have a clean slate. Let's clear all that old crap that isn't you and actually let you be you. Why am I supported? You are so worthy of support. What's coming through you is divine. It goes beyond you. How are you going to curate you? How are you going to be the steward of this life that you've been gifted? How are you going to make fucking sure that what you've been gifted happens on the planet? Now, we need you. We need you. We need that highest level of you that's calling you. Not the level of you that's still scared that thinks it isn't true. Fuck that. Come on. Get the fuck up. Because why do I make a difference? You do make a difference. Everything about you makes a difference. You each here for a special reason. So why can I choose? Well, we have just been schooled. Have we not? Been totally schooled just now? Why can I choose? You do get to choose. And you get to choose. Find a way. If this calls you and it speaks to you, and you're like, oh my God, that's me. Find a way. All right. Have a gorgeous full moon. Let this moon awaken and open up and heal your inner child, and everything dark and dank about you, bring it to the light and bring it into integration, and love on yourself and others. Have a big heart of compassion and own your frequency, supernova. There's nobody like you. See you next time.